What's up, Leo? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have all my Leo friends here with me today. We are going to do a tarot spread for you in honor of this Pisces full moon happening on Friday the 13th. I love that. With all full moons, we always focus on what we can release and what we can embrace. The ending of cycles and the embracing of new ones. So as always, these will be general messages. Not everything I say is going to apply to your circumstance and scenario. You got lots of poppers, my goodness. Please only take away messages that you feel are for your best and highest good, Leo. You will know intuitively what those are. So we are going to jump in. Everything you want to know will be in that description box below. And that includes the decks I am using today, as well as my social media channels. Check those out on the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. For Leo, let's do it. All right, you have lots of cards. My goodness. So what needs to be released? You have the Prince of Wands. All right, so that's the Page of Wands. I'm sorry, that's the Knight of Wands in this deck. Prince, Princess. So the Knight of Wands, Sagittarian energy. Ooh, interesting. What I'm getting from this is player energy. Shopping around, if you will, potentially for a romantic partner. Feeling like there is always something better. Very much like, and please don't take offense, Leo, right? Only if this is your story, take it away. The idea, very much dating app culture, that there's always going to be another profile. There's always going to be like another person you could swipe on. And if it's not romantic, Leo, the same applies for the idea of bouncing around to job after job after job, a different career, a different... this is very much to me saying focus your energy. Focus on one or maybe two. But yeah, it might be that you're spreading yourself too thin, but it's conflicting your ability to stay focused to the task at hand, or if it is in a relationship, stay committed. Stay committed to a person. Ace of Water. Yeah, to offer your cup of love to one person, in order to do that, your cup needs to like runneth over, right? You need to have an overabundance of self-love and light and spirituality potentially in order to fully invest your love in something else. And it's like it's draining. There's too many people coming to sip at the well, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like you're spreading yourself too thin, specifically your love, your emotions, I'm getting who you're faithful to, Leo. And again, if it's not romantic, it has to do with some sort of group dynamic or situation at work, or with even like clubs, activities, events. Maybe you have your hand in too many pots. Messenger of Air. All right. So that's the Page of Swords. So sometimes spying or needing to get new information. Interesting. Okay, it's not so much spying, it's that there's a curiosity to learn about new things, to learn about new people, to see what you can, it's not only get from them emotionally, but like intellectually, which I like. It balances it out so that it's not as like this kind of like gritty player, running all over town with different people type energy. It's not. You're looking for some sort of experience that like heightens your intellect as well as your emotions. But yeah, it's just coming off in a way that it's actually dimming your fire. It's having the opposite effect, rather than experiencing everything under the sun and feeling really enthused and excited and amazed and enthralled and passionate about things. It's dimming your flame, because again, it's like you're draining the vessel. There's too many things picking at you, or vice versa. You're going after too many things at once. There's a need to focus, to bring it back down a bit, because right now it's very all over the place. It's a little bit chaotic and overwhelming, at least to the outside perspective. Yeah, all right. So that's what needs to be released. This, I'm going to travel all over town in a night. Or I mean, like in the course of a night, in the course of 24 hours, I'm going to see all my friends. I'm going to see all the people. I'm going to do all the activities. Yeah, this is just like, take a breath. I think I need to take a breath. I'm getting all worked up in that energy, Leo. All right, interesting. And I mean, as I said, there is a desire that is well-intentioned here. I think you do want to spread your love and joy and enthusiasm, but I don't think you're going about it in the best way. I hope that lands for some of you. What needs to be embraced? The Six of Cups. Pleasure. All right, I like that. It's a Scorpio card, water energy. Sometimes it's the card of the past, of nostalgia. Some of you need to go home and spend time with your parents or your sibling or your children, for that matter. There's something about getting back to the basics of relationships, not searching for joy outside the home, whatever that means to you. Even if you're single, you live alone, it may not mean your literal home, but outside of the people almost who make you feel like home, your best friend, your work bestie, whatever. It's like stripping down to just the basics, just the essentials. The people who are like your tried and true, the ones who've always had your back, the ones who've always been there, I am getting you've been neglecting them a little bit, so it's time to like welcome them back into your life, to spend time with the people who you maybe haven't reached out to. And I am getting the feeling like it's people in your life that, like, you know, if someone were to ask you, like, oh, they know I love them, like, you know, I love them, like we're tight, we're good. I don't like, we can go months without talking and we're good. This is saying you should actually invest more time in them. Yeah, 10 of water, 10 of cups. They're your tried and true. They're your people. This could be your husband, your wife, again, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. Someone who you hold very close to your heart, but some of you have been distancing yourself from them. Again, seeking opportunities outside the home. This is like going back to the home, going back to the basics, and it's love. It's overflowing love and energy of happiness and joy. Going back to your tribe, your people. And it is small. I'm getting small dynamic. It's not like going to the family reunion. For some of you, maybe, but yeah, it's like a couple people. Like something where you're not going to get overly distracted. It's going to be very peaceful when you hang out with these people, almost meditative. You can just be yourself. There's no performance, there's no glitz, there's no glamour. You can show up without makeup, you know, basically in your pajamas, and they don't care. They won't judge you. They're your people. Like, they got you. That kind of energy. Potentially someone you've known since childhood. So what is your advice or guidance? Wow. All right, so you have the Tower, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. This does have something to do with burning yourself out. The idea of whatever you're building, there needs to be some sort of, I'm sorry, it's not whatever you're building. Whatever you're going after, something about travel with that Knight of Wands energy, even though you're moving, potentially physically traveling, it's not actually taking you anywhere. That's kind of an interesting message. You're not making progress. The movements you're making, again, you're spreading yourself too thin, so there's no progress in any area because you're not spending enough time there to build a steady relationship, to put in enough hours at that specific job or at that specific task or with that specific club or group of friends. So this is almost a warning of, like, there's that tower. If you don't remove yourself from the situation that you seem to be very stuck in, again, player energy, even if it's not romantic, for some of you it might be, the Tower comes in to break you of that unhealthy behavior or patterns, because ultimately it's freeing you from the devil. You're caught in devil energy. You're stuck in the darkness of the tower, right? It comes in, so the crashing tower comes down, and then you can see light again. You can see hope. And then with Knight of Pentacles, it's going to be a slow rebuilding. It may be a very difficult process for those that you have burned bridges with or disappointed and let down, specifically in love. People you've neglected or ignored, or kind of like that hit it and quit it behavior, because it is, I'm sorry, I just have to call it like it is. That Knight of Wands energy, if you were trying to salvage a relationship and establish peace, which is what this card is, it may be a slow process. So again, this is almost a caution. Forewarned is forearmed. There's a need to not spread yourself so thin. Focus on the people in your life who you really love and who really matter. Because yeah, something about burning bridges, it's going to be a very long road to repair it. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it is progression. There is a path that is being built, but it's like brick by brick, seed by seed. It's going to be a tremendously long test of your strength and endurance if you don't make a decision that is going to leave like the situation or the different parties, the different people at peace. Some of you may be having to make a really difficult decision on who you want to move forward with, and possibly, inevitably, that does mean burning bridges with other people. Cutting off the third party potentially in a relationship, saying like, listen, I'm sorry, I've decided this is my person and I can't do this with you anymore. The tower could metaphorically be coming down on them, if that makes sense, Leo. And I mean, just because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, I was saying there is some sort of like anarchy or chaos of just, I want to do this and then I'm going to do that, and like spreading yourself way too thin. Like, universe is really encouraging you to like take a breather, slow it down. Earth is the slowest moving elemental, right? Very peaceful and calm, serene. Do some yoga, do some meditation. Otherwise, you're going to burn out. All right, so for my Leos, find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. Interesting. So the idea of running around, chasing different avenues, different people, different opportunities, it may be due to a deeper reason that you're not wanting to acknowledge. You may be running away from discomfort because you don't, with air, you don't mentally want to deal with maybe some of the difficult communications coming at you. Have the difficult conversations with people that you're avoiding, potentially with someone you love. I could see this very much as like a third-party spread of needing to cut off the third-party energy, the player energy, and investing in the one who's had your back, investing in the person that makes you feel good all the time, that you see a long-term relationship with. 10 of Cups. Find deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. There's discomfort here with this tower. There's some sort of decision that either you're avoiding or you just simply don't want to make or do. And so maybe that's what's fueling this like running away energy, not wanting to sit and deal with your problems. And no shade, Leo. I love my Leos so much. I'm not saying this to offend. I'm just saying what the cards are presenting to me. Amid this discomfort that maybe some of you are avoiding or not wanting to really sink deep into, there's huge change or huge potential for personal growth, for deeper meaning behind what is, I'm currently getting just at surface level. There's something deeper that needs to be explored there. All right, I hope that lands for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what resonated for you. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you beautiful Leos next time. Bye, guys.